Good evening from Perth. This is a rather muggy 33-degree evening. My name is Tack, and this is the Ironman in me. Now, you've probably guessed already, I'm a little bit flat today. The whole point in doing this vlog is to allow those of you who want to come on my journey with me to hopefully completing the Ironman next December down in Busselton. Problem for me is I've got PTSD, and some things trigger that. For those of you who watched yesterday's episode, which was about rest days, you may have thought I was a little bit flat then, and I was. And I'll tell you as to why that was happening. So without going into all the details, yesterday morning I was at home and there was a lady outside, not known to me, who appeared to be having a serious mental health episode. Now this was at about 6:30 in the morning, and she was making a lot of noise. So I just watched her and called the police to get a unit to come and help her. And whilst I was waiting for that unit to arrive, she moved out of my sight behind some buildings, but could still hear her screaming and shouting. And some of the local residents were getting rather irate, and I wanted to make sure that she was going to stay safe. So I headed out just to keep an eye on her until the local police arrived. So when I got into line of sight of her, I saw there were a couple of security guards nearby, and it appeared one was phoning the police as well. So I went across and had a chat, just let them know we called the police. And this lady started to come towards us, and the upshot was that her demeanour changed very quickly to a very aggressive and attacking, very unwell lady. And she came at me with a pointed ceramic object, which resulted in her being restrained, and 5 people having to try and keep her from hurting herself and us. The upshot of it all was that we kept her safe, and we got the ambulance there as quickly as possible. The local police arrived as quickly as they could as well, and we looked after her until she was able to be helped medically by the ambulance and taken off to the local hospital to get more treatment. Now, in the melee of her behaviour, I ended up with a few scratches and a few injuries. Nothing serious from a physical perspective, and ended up having to have a tetanus jab just to boost that. But in the 30 odd hours since that incident occurred, my mood has seriously changed. I didn't sleep very well last night. I kept on thinking about what had happened, what I'd seen, what I'd experienced. And I know in time I'll probably discuss this again with more details, and so it'll be more apparent as to what occurred and why this has had the effect on me. But suffice to say, my bucket is really full, to the point where it started to overflow again. And doing the Ironman 70.3 and the build up to that really helped deplete what was in my bucket. But now that's over, and there's a long way to the full Ironman. I think I need some more goals that are closer and achievable, but we'll get on to that. As for today, I'm just very flat. I've got a lot of symptoms which have popped up. Breathing's been shallow, so I've been trying to control that. I've been sweating a lot today. Doesn't help that it's a 36-degree day today, but it's a bit cooler now, the wind's picked up. But I've been sweating when I shouldn't be. I've been thinking about what happened a lot, and not only what happened, but what could have happened. And that's very difficult to control. Those of you with PTSD, I'm sure, play things over and over and over in your mind, the what ifs, the buts, and the mind, so I'm told, doesn't really distinguish between what happened in real life and what you're thinking about. You're still stressing your mind. So I'm stressed today, and I've had some anxiety around some other issues which came up as a result of what happened. And it's a real struggle. So I've forced myself to come out this evening and not hide away, which would be the easiest thing to do. And I'm going to do my 5k run. Now honestly, I really do not want to do this run tonight. But I know at the end of the 5Ks, I'm going to feel better. I'm going to be towards my fitness goal one step more. And it's going to make me feel better. So I need to do it. But I really, really don't want to. I know I'll feel better for it. And I've got the psychologist's appointment tomorrow, where we'll discuss what happened, and she will help me amazingly, like she always does, I'm sure. So I suppose the message from today, for those who have joined and are listening, and hopefully liking and subscribing are the terms, I think. I need to try and get to 1,000 subscribers if people really want to follow me for that, which would be great if they do. However, the message for today is that life can chuck some serious curveballs at you when you don't need it. But you've got to get up, you've got to get out, and you've got to keep on running. I suppose every day is the start of a new run and the finish of another one. Maybe several runs during the day. I don't mean physically getting out and running. I mean the effort of getting up and doing something, be it going down to the shops, be it going seeing friends or family, when you really don't want to. When you just want to sit at home by yourself, playing on your games console or watching a movie, watching YouTube. But you've got to get out and you've got to interact. You've got to go see people. It helps you. With PTSD, it's all too easy to hide away and to not get out of bed. But take it from me, who's doing this, who's living this, getting out and even walking is a really, really good thing to do, and it will help you so much. So I'm about to run. I'll do my 5Ks and I'll chat to you at the end of it. Now let me tell you, running when your heart is heavy and your mind is heavy with what you're thinking about is bloody hard. It properly weighs you down. But I'm now approaching 2Ks in and I'm going to make it to the 5K line because I know I'm going to feel better for it. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, I really wanted to go and do that, I want to do what Tack's doing, pause this video, go and get some suitable running clothes on, get outside and go and run or walk for 5Ks. It's going to take you about an hour if you're not used to it. And believe me, your body and your mind is going to seriously thank you for it. So pause the video and get out there and join me. So that is me done. That's 5Ks in 33 minutes, 43 seconds, which I've got to say, given all the factors against me today, including this humid, muggy, whatever you want to call it, it's still 33 degrees at just gone 7 p.m. and I'm hot. And I'm not rating myself, I mean I'm hot. But you probably gathered I'm a little bit more perky. My word finding is still very difficult. That's another thing which happens with stress and PTSD. And you have seen in some of my previous videos where I completely mess stuff up when I'm talking. That's a challenge for me at the moment. But now, hopefully, you did pause it, you did get out there and run or walk, and whatever time you did, it doesn't matter. I bet you are feeling better for it, as long as you didn't fall over and hurt something. See, even my sense of humour starts to come back after a run, if you can call it that. All right, guys, I am now knackered. It's been a tough day, and I'm going to head for some sleep. Dark room, some meditation. That's another thing we'll talk about, which is really good to help you, PTSD or not. It's great to de-stress your mind. So I'll see you tomorrow. See you guys.